What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another video, and it's a pretty simple one today. I'm just going to be going through the update that Bedwars recently had and talking about all of its new features while also playing some of the new maps as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome to the first game of the video. We're on one of the new maps. It's called Inca. I know that the maps were added a week or two before the big update that I'm going to talk about this video, but it's new maps, so I'm just going to play the new maps while talking about the new update. I think that makes the most sense. So I will get on to the first topic after I've taken out this guy here. Bye bye, my friend. First thing to talk about is a couple of features were added, but then as far as I can tell, they've been removed again. The feature that this happened to was basically there was a brief time where you could go up 4 blocks, jump off it, and not take any fall damage, but I reckon that might have just been a glitch with their server because that's been revoked since then. You can go and find other videos about this update that will show that you could jump from 4 blocks and not take any fall damage, but that's been reversed now. I'm playing on one of the new maps. Off the top of my head, I can only remember 5. That's Inca, which is this one, Toro, Rooted, Apollo, and Cascade. Apollo, we'll play it later, is basically just a reskin of Nutcracker, which was a Christmas map. And also, while there are new maps as well, there are also returning ones, and I can only think of 3 maps that are coming back that existed before, and they're Orbit, Orchestra, and Biohazard. Gonna try and go for the kill yellow here, although I'm not really sure he is. Oh, hello there. Another change on the map selector. This isn't a big change, it's just quite nice. But on the map selector at NPCs, there are only 1 of each map now, whereas before it used to have 3 or 4 of each map, which just took up a load of space, and it was kind of annoying if you were looking for a map in particular and you just couldn't find it because there were loads of the same thing. But that got changed so that there's only 1 of each map displayed on the GUI now, which is quite good. I like that addition a lot because now if you look at the GUI, there's so much less there now. It's just quite nice. I'm going to talk more about the update when this game's done, because I don't want to get it all done in one game and then have nothing to talk about for the rest of the video. So it's just me, white and grey left. White still has a bed though, so we're going to have to try and go for that. Fortunately, I built a bridge here. I did not fall off, I just went back. Grey has been eliminated. I should take out white and that should really be the end of the game. Oh, he's got sharp as well, so I'm at a definite disadvantage. Oh, he's got sharp iron. Oh, I might just go down and see what I can do. Because if I can kill him once and then just get the bed, then okay, so I've got the bed now, so that's good. My aim is just not the best, really, is it? I know I'm not. What? Oh, yeah, okay. Opinion on the new maps. I actually do quite like this one and Rooted. But I'm not sure though. I'm gonna have to double check that. But yeah, this map in particular is definitely my favourite one of the new ones that are added. It's just quite small, quite compact. It's got the same layout as Lighthouse. Everyone knows that Lighthouse is one of the best maps, if not the best. I can see him over there. He's on his way to Aquabase. I'm approaching 50 subs. I guess I can talk about that, although there's not really much to talk about. Basically, I got to about 40 and went inactive for like 2 or 3 years. Oh no. And now I've come back, I've actually grown kind of quickly by my standard. That's a good game, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, we are in the second game. We're on another new map. It's called Cascade. While I was waiting in the lobby, I did think about the other maps that had come back that were here before. And Krogorm, Crypt, and Solace were ones that I was reminded by when I was looking at the map selector. I'll try to find this map. So a lot of maps to choose from these days. In terms of what my favourite overall map is, it's definitely... I do quite like Lighthouse and Inca. They're probably my top 2. And my least favourite map is probably Orchestra, actually. Everything about it is just awful. The generator is so slow, which isn't really that big of a deal. It just means there aren't like fireballs being spammed. But the generators are so slow. The layout of the map is awful. Like, you rush a base that is next to you, and you like bridge to the middle. That just means that anyone can very easily get to your bed, which obviously is not a good thing. Obviously, because this is like not really a serious video, I guess. I'm not trying to do a specific challenge, I'm just running around talking about the update while getting some Bedwars footage, I guess. If I lose games, then I'm just going to put them in no matter how short they are, because I'm slowly running out of things to talk about and I don't want to have absolutely nothing to talk about on the other maps that I'm going to. So there were 5 new ones that were added that I can think of. So it's 5 maps that we're going to play in this video. Well, I mean, I do quite like the mid of this map. It's very flat, so I've just really easily ran around, got 8 emeralds and 18 diamonds. I'm going to buy sharpness and just spam out prot. I'm going to make my way to the white base, since green just got killed, so he's definitely going to be at his base, and white might be leaving. There's a higher chance I could succeed in getting white bird than green. Yeah, this mid is actually quite cool. I mean, I don't think this is a map that is good for sweating on because it's massive. But if you're just, you know, trying to mess around, play the game, then this is a pretty good map. So I'm gonna make my way to white base. So white has 2,000 more beds than me. I'm not really sure about finals. Hopefully green doesn't go for me. That'd be kind of sad. I didn't even walk past him. I'm gonna get apple quickly. Alright, cool. So green is almost definitely on the way to my base. I don't know whether it's worth avoiding because I don't have a trap. Ah, yeah, sure. Oh, I lost my bed. I'm so stupid. So we're in the 3rd game now. We're on another new map that is called Apollo. And as I said earlier, it's just a reskin of the Christmas map Nutcracker. Also about the last game, let's just forget that ever happened. I just completely forgot that I had lost my bed. And let's just get moving with the first rush. As soon as I've taken out blue, I'll continue to talk about the new update. Oh, I think he's got prot already. There we go. I'm very low, so chances of me killing this guy here are very slim. There we go. Where did the blue guy go? Where is he hiding? Where is this guy? Oh, where's he gone? I am so confused. So I know he's still in the game because it's still on the scoreboard, but you know, I checked under the base because I thought that might be more likely. What? And yellow, I am so confused. Well, I give up on finding this guy. I'm just gonna try and leave and hope that yellow doesn't kill me. I have no idea where blue went. Well, I'm at mid. Wait, so then, that game that just happened was also a game to forget. It turns out he was just hidden by the diamond generator. Alright, so I think now this is the 4th game of the video, 4 out of 5. I'm actually going to start talking more about the update. Before I do that though, I've played on Inca, Apollo and Cascade this video. And in the map select I couldn't find Toro or Rooted. So I'm just playing Biohazard, which was a map that was added back quite recently. So yeah, I'll try and get a completely new map for the next game, although I'm not really sure whether that's going to work or whether I'm actually going to be able to find. I'm going to leave the big update until the last game. So this game, there's 2 things I'm going to talk about. One, the leaderboards for 4v4 is now no longer counted towards actual leaderboards because people were complaining that it was just way too easy to grind out and get higher leaderboard positions, which I do actually agree with. If you actually had a competent team, then 4v4 was incredibly easy. So yeah, that's no longer counted towards the leaderboards. That's just got its own separate one now, which is quite good. Overall stats, like you still have your 4v4 stats, but it's just not on the actual leaderboard. There's a separate leaderboard system for that. Another thing that was added was final kills have been kind of changed. I mean, not in a massive way, it's just there's one thing that was very annoying about finals and it's been fixed. So what that was is, I think everyone knows what I'm going to be talking about. You know how annoying it is when you break someone's bed and they just use their spawn plot to their advantage and just walk off so that you don't get the final. They changed that so that if they just decide to walk off within a certain time frame, then you still get the final. Obviously, if they're killed by another player, then the other player gets the final. But if they just like walk off in the time frame, then whoever broke the bed gets the final, which is probably my favourite feature of this whole update, because that was one that annoyed a lot of people, and now that it's been fixed is actually very good, and that means that people will lose out on way fewer finals. Because I would say that around 10% of finals just walk off, but if you look at like top leaderboard players, then that's in like 10,000+ finals just walk off, and I don't think that's very realistic. So yeah, a lot of finals walk off, and it's just going to be easier and quicker to get to certain milestones and higher stats. Yeah, that's a very good change. It's actually been ages since Bedwars got updated. Like, apart from this update, I think the last time it got updated was about 6 to 8 months ago. I'm not sure what the update was. I'm not complaining, because it works perfectly fine the way it is. Other games on the network that get quite a few players that just have been left alone, like Jules, in my opinion, needs some sort of update, because people grind that out a lot and it just hasn't been changed at all in probably years at this point. I'm not really sure. And UHC as well. Yeah, this update is a very good and very needed one as well. At this point, there's not really much else to talk about apart from like the biggest update that there actually was during this whole thing. So I'm just going to cut to when anything interesting in the game happens, or when I next start thinking of something to talk about. So yeah, Pink actually has a lot of gear. I think they've got at least prop 1. It's probably just prop 1 actually. Sharp iron as well. So I'm going to need to somehow try to match that. I did actually still getting kind of low with my gear. So if I get sharp iron at this base, then I should be all good to try and take. He's on the run. I can see him. He's on his way to white base. So it's just me with a bed versus 2 bedless people. I have not seen or heard from White in ages. I'm not going to be surprised if he breaks my bed in the next minute or two. I'm just going to cut to when I cross paths with someone else. I see Pink down there. Oh, there we go. And now it's just me versus White. Yep, I told you. I'm just going to try and get a load of emeralds. Maybe invis him, because I do actually kind of want to win this game. I want to win more than one game in this video, and at this point it has only been one, and this could be the second. I'm going to also buy a track, because I don't want him to invis me. I see him. He doesn't have any proc, which is definitely a good thing. Okay, I'm going to make my way back to this base by an invis and pearl, I reckon. If you want to see, by the way, I'm going to ask this every single video, so if you want to see any specific challenges, or he's in biz as well. If you want to see any specific challenges or ideas, or different like scenarios, I guess, while playing, then please leave them in the comments, because I am lacking in the ideas. Am I? Oh my god, yes! Let's go! GG. And here we are in the final game. So I've won 2 out of 5 games of the video, which I'm actually fairly happy about, because that's a lot better than I normally do. I normally just win 1 out of 3. But I've got 2 wins, and we are on Crypt, which is a very old map at this point, but it got taken out of rotation, and it recently got added back. Unfortunately, I couldn't find either of the other new maps that were recently added, and I wasn't about to just go into random queues hoping for what could have been hours. And Crypt is probably up there with my... Actually, no, I was going to say it's up there with my least favourite, but it's really not. There are definitely considerably worse maps than this. I just don't like it because of the incredibly slow iron. Like, this has to be one of, if not the slowest iron gen. Somehow he died before I got the bed there, so hopefully I can still kill him here, which I'm probably not going to be able to. Oh, he's on 1. As soon as I've killed the red guy, I will actually carry on talking about what this whole video is based around. The reason I'm making a whole video on this is because it's a momentous occasion and it does need to be celebrated. So yeah, the final thing that's happened is Bedwars got a practice mode. There are only 3 things at this point. It would not surprise me at all if they added more, because there definitely should be more, just because there are a lot of things to practice when it comes to Bedwars. At this point, there are MLGs with water or ladders. So the water, there's like a platform where you can change the height of it. It's very customizable. You can change the height of the platform. You can change whether it moves or whether the item, so the water bucket, moves in your hotbar for quick reaction times. And there's also a separate ladder mode for clutching as well, where you clutch on the side of that platform, and that is extremely hard. So at this point there are 3 modes. One of it's MLG water or ladder, and fireball or TNT jumping, which does definitely need to be fixed, because at this point, if you fireball jump in the game, it's fireball jumping that's mainly the problem out of it. If you fireball jump in the game, the actual explosion is pretty much instant. If you fireball jump on that, then there's a considerable amount of lag between you throwing the fireball and it actually exploding. If that could get fixed, then that'd be very nice. I did not mean to fall. Hopefully I don't lose these 11 emeralds, because that's a ridiculous amount. I should be alright here, he's still in no prot leather. Yeah, if he got those emeralds, it would have been pretty much game over for me there. And the final mode that was added to practice was bridging. Yeah, to actually access the practice mode, there are 2 ways. There is, if you actually go on to the, to play a game, on that GUI in the bottom left, there's a wall block to play the practice, but there's also an NPC that's basically right at the spawn of the lobby. And that is 3 out of the 5 games. So the first mode of practice is the bridging. There's a lot of different settings you can have. You can set how far away it is, and set how high it is as well. It goes all the way up there, so if you just want to do a solid staircase. And you can also set it so that it's diagonal as well. So you start from this block here, the stone, and you end when you get to the gold up there. I guess this is the diagonal staircase they are thinking of, because, okay, I failed already. But you get the point, you get the point. The second one is MLG. You can MLG water onto the gold platform here. This is not really something that you need to really practice, because in Bedwars you don't really do that too many MLG waters anyway, because buckets are 3 gold and you can't even pick up the water, so it's not really something that you should focus on practicing a lot. It's pretty good, and here is the ladder you place on the side. Yeah, I don't actually think I can do this. I'm way too bad. Yes! Yeah, you can change the platform size. You can change it to very small here. I'm going to switch back to the water actually. So yeah, you can change it so that it's very small, and I failed that. Change the height as well. So there you go. And you can also change that each time the platform position is random, and I think it's going to be very hard to have the random and the small block as well, especially when it's very far. So yeah, so each time the platform moves ever so slightly to make it a bit more of a challenge. Oh, so this here makes it easier to ladder clutch on. So now the platform's 3 blocks thick, it's going to be much easier to ladder clutch on, I would hope. There we go. This basically, just before you hit the ground, it changes it to a random slot, and my reaction times are not the best, so there we go, let's go. Here is the fireball TNT jump mode. You'll be able to see what I mean by the fireball's kind of laggy. I don't know if they've fixed it actually. Oh, they have fixed it, okay, so never mind my waffle in the last game. Yeah, that's basically the practice mode. So then, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this video. I think it might be kind of a long one again, because there were 5 games, but then again, I have no idea. It's a much needed update. The practice mode is very well done, and the new maps are also pretty good as well. Leave ideas of what you want me to do in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.